Benjamin Sesko's transfer to Manchester United has become one of the biggest stories of the 2025 summer transfer window. With a €85 million fee, the 22-year-old Slovenian striker officially left RB Leipzig to join the Red Devils, signing a contract until 2030. At such a young age, Sesko is expected to be the solution to Manchester United's long-standing issue of lacking sharpness in their attacking line, a critical problem in recent seasons. In his interview with the club's official website, Sesko expressed his optimism about helping United fly high again, while revealing the reasons behind his decision to choose Old Trafford as the next step in his career. As a football observer, this transfer is more than just a player move. It reflects Manchester United's ambition under Rúben Amorim to return to the pinnacle of English and European football. However, amid the excitement, Sesko faces immense pressure, especially given the high expectations from fans and the club's storied history. Let's dissect this transfer in detail, from Sesko's reasons for choosing United, its potential impact, to the challenges awaiting him in the Premier League. Oh, and if you enjoy analyses like this, don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave your comments below to share your thoughts on this transfer. Why Sesko chose Manchester United? In his statement to Manchester United's official website, Sesko emphasized that the club's extraordinary history was a major factor in his decision to join. "This is a massively historic club. It feels unbelievable," he said. However, beyond the romanticism of United's past, Sesko was drawn to the club's vision for the future. He described the project under Rúben Amorim's leadership as exciting and full of positive energy, making him eager to be part of the team. This statement underscores Manchester United's enduring appeal, despite the club being in a transitional phase after finishing 15th in the Premier League last season, their worst position in 51 years. United have invested heavily in the transfer market, spending around £200 million to sign Sesko, Matheus Cunha, Bryan Mbeumo, and Diego Leon. This move signals the club's ambition to not only return to the top, but also compete for major trophies, aligning with Sesko's aspirations. There's another layer to Sesko's decision. Reports indicate he was willing to sacrifice part of his salary and agent commissions to ensure his move to United, even though Newcastle United offered a higher salary. This suggests Sesko is genuinely convinced by United's project under Amorim, who is renowned for his progressive tactical approach since his time at Sporting CP. Sesko's choice to reject Newcastle, who also tabled an offer exceeding €80 million, confirms that he sees Old Trafford as the ideal stage to elevate his career. Another key factor was the influence of United's football director Jason Wilcox, recruitment director Christopher Vivell, and chief negotiator Matt Hargreaves. They successfully convinced Sesko that United was the right destination, even when Newcastle appeared to be leading the race. This was a strategic victory for United, proving they can still attract Europe's top young talents despite not having Champions League football this season. To understand why this transfer is so significant, let's take a closer look at Benjamin Sesko. Standing at 1.96 meters, the striker is a prototype of the modern forward, physically strong, fast, and with a sharp goal-scoring instinct. During his 2 seasons at RB Leipzig, he scored 39 goals and provided 8 assists in 87 appearances across all competitions. Last season, he notched 21 goals in 45 matches, making him one of the most prolific young strikers in Europe's top 5 leagues. Sesko is often compared to Erling Haaland due to his explosive playing style and background in the Red Bull system. He moved to Leipzig from RB Salzburg in 2023. However, Sesko prefers comparisons to his childhood idol, Zlatan Ibrahimovic. "I'm not saying I play like him, but I love how he played freely and did what he wanted on the pitch," Sesko said in an interview with *Gegenpressing*. This comparison is intriguing, as like Zlatan, Sesko combines impressive physicality, refined technique, and a winning mentality. That said, Sesko is not a finished product. Some analysts consider him raw, noting that he occasionally misses easy chances despite scoring spectacular goals. At Leipzig, he often played in a 2-striker system alongside Lois Openda, which sometimes limited his space. At United, he is likely to be deployed as the primary spearhead in Amorim's preferred 3-4-2-1 formation, which demands the striker to contribute not only in goal scoring, but also in build-up play and pressing. Sesko's arrival at Manchester United comes with sky-high expectations. In recent seasons, United's frontline has been a glaring weakness. Rasmus Højlund and Joshua Zirkzee, the main strikers last season, managed only 7 Premier League goals combined, a far cry from the standards expected at a club of United's stature. With an €85 million price tag, Sesko is expected to make an immediate impact, especially as United face a tough opening match against Arsenal on August 17, 2025. Ironically, Arsenal were once strong contenders to sign Sesko. Mikel Arteta reportedly admired the striker, but opted for Victor Gyökeres from Sporting due to Sesko's high transfer fee. Now, Sesko has a golden opportunity to prove Arsenal made the wrong call, especially if he scores in his debut against the Gunners at Old Trafford. Imagine the social media buzz if Sesko nets a winning goal on his debut. It'd be a hot topic. So, don't forget to share your predictions for the United versus Arsenal match in the comments below. However, Sesko's challenges extend beyond scoring goals. He must adapt to the Premier League's intensity, known for being faster and more physical than the Bundesliga. Additionally, he'll play under the intense scrutiny of Old Trafford, where every mistake is magnified and every goal is celebrated like a hero's triumph. This pressure could be a double-edged sword. It could propel Sesko to drive United back to winning ways, or it could overwhelm him if he fails to meet expectations. Rúben Amorim, the young manager who proved himself at Sporting CP, is a pivotal figure in this transfer. Sesko mentioned his excitement to learn from Amorim, known for his flexible tactical approach and focus on developing young players. Amorim's comments on United's official account emphasized that Sesko has the right character to succeed at the club. Amorim's 3-4-2-1 formation, successful at Sporting, is likely to be United's blueprint this season. In this system, Sesko could thrive as the lone striker, supported by 2 attacking midfielders, likely Matheus Cunha and Bryan Mbeumo, both signed this summer. Sesko's combination of speed, strength, and hold-up play aligns perfectly with Amorim's style, which emphasizes quick transitions and intense pressing. However, Amorim must also manage squad dynamics. Sesko's arrival raises questions about Rasmus Højlund's future, with reports suggesting he could be sold for £30, $40 million, with interest from AC Milan and even Leipzig. If Højlund leaves, Sesko will bear even greater responsibility as the main striker. Amorim must ensure Sesko receives adequate support from his teammates, particularly in midfield creativity, to maximize his potential. Sesko's transfer is part of Manchester United's extensive squad overhaul following a disappointing 2024-25 season. With the additions of Cunha, Mbeumo, and Diego Leon, United have spent around £200 million in the transfer market, signaling their commitment to competing at the top. The club's finances have also been bolstered by smart decisions, such as Marcus Rashford's loan to Barcelona, with his full wages covered by the Catalan club, and a £5 million compensation from Chelsea for the cancelled Jadon Sancho transfer. Tactically, Sesko brings a new dimension to United. At 1.96 meters, he excels in aerial duels, but is also agile enough to create chances independently. He can serve as a traditional target man while also functioning as a modern forward, exploiting spaces and breaking down defenses. If Amorim can integrate Sesko with Cunha and Mbeumo in a balanced formation, United could boast a formidable front line. There are risks to consider. Sesko is still young and untested in a league as competitive as the Premier League. If he struggles to adapt quickly, the pressure from fans and media could affect his performance. Additionally, United still have work to do in midfield and defense to truly compete with teams like Manchester City, Liverpool, and Arsenal. Sesko's transfer is a step in the right direction, but not a quick fix for all the club's issues. An intriguing element of this transfer is the rivalry with Arsenal. The Gunners had targeted Sesko, but opted for Victor Gyökeres due to cost considerations. Gyökeres, also previously coached by Amorim at Sporting, has proven himself as a prolific striker in Portugal, and his move to Arsenal adds spice to the season's opening clash between United and Arsenal. This match will be the perfect stage for Sesko to show Arsenal they made a mistake by passing on him. Conversely, Gyökeres will be motivated to prove he was the better choice. The duel between these two young strikers could be one of the most exciting narratives at the start of the Premier League season. Who do you think will come out on top in this duel? Share your thoughts in the comments and subscribe for more football analysis updates. Overall, Benjamin Sesko's move to Manchester United is a bold statement of ambition from a club striving to rise from its recent struggles. At 22, Sesko has the potential to become one of the world's best strikers, especially under Amorim's guidance. However, the success of this transfer hinges on his ability to adapt to the pressure of Old Trafford and the support he receives from his teammates and coach. For United, this is a step toward resurgence. But the journey is far from over. The match against Arsenal on August 17, 2025, will be an early test for Sesko and United's new project under Amorim. If Sesko starts with a bang, he could become Old Trafford's new hero. But if he's hindered by pressure or injuries, criticism will follow swiftly. In closing, Sesko's transfer embodies both optimism and risk. He has all the attributes to become a star, but the Premier League is the ultimate test. With Manchester United's extraordinary history as motivation and Amorim's project as the foundation, Sesko has the chance to make the Red Devils fly high again. The question is, how quickly can he deliver on his promise? Let's watch it unfold together, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment about what you expect from Sesko at Manchester United.